Welcome, wrestling fans. I'm Mona Nawas at the One Mona, and I have the one that does not miss, Carmelo Hayes. How are you?
AKA him. I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I was going to get to that. You said you're him.
Yes.
What kind of level of status do I get there? So if I want to be her, how do I get there?
It takes a long time. No, I mean, it's really a personal thing. You know what I mean? No one can tell me that I'm not him. You know what I mean? I tell myself I'm him. It's a self-proclamation.
Yeah, Money in the Bank tomorrow. Tell me your feelings going into it, because this is like one of the biggest matches for tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, if you really look at the landscape of everybody that's in that match, I mean, you got guys like Drew McIntyre, you got LA Knight, you got Jey Uso, you got Chad Gable, you got Andrade. A lot of these guys, tenured guys on the WWE main roster. And you got me coming in with only 3 months of, main roster experience. I'm looking at that like I have everything to gain and absolutely nothing to lose. Like I said, 3 months on the main roster. My first night in, I wrestled Cody Rhodes. You could probably ask a lot of those guys how many times they've wrestled a WWE champion, and some of them can say no. The point I'm trying to make is that, win or lose, I'm spinning the block one way or another. Like I said, 3 months in, let's talk about it.
Yeah, that's wonderful. You are set to face a great roster. Chad Gable said he's been a meanie lately. Said he wants to make this Master in the Bank. Then you have Jey Uso, Yeet in the Bank. We need to make this Mellow in the Bank. How are we going to make that happen tomorrow?
Well, there's this thing, you got to climb the ladder and you got to do it before all these other guys do it. Well, I'm just kidding. I look at the landscape, and a lot of these guys are a little bit older than me. And I'm looking at their weaknesses, I'm looking at their strengths, and I see more weaknesses than I see strengths. And I don't think anybody in that match is going to be faster than me. So if the opportunity, sees itself there and everybody's down, I'm climbing that ladder faster than you can even you can say Mellow in the Bank or Master in the Bank or Yeet in the Bank.
All of them are going to be okay, but we want Mellow at the end of the day.
You saying it? You want Mellow? You probably told that to everybody. That's
Mellow in the Bank tomorrow. Now, let me ask you. You have been on the SmackDown roster, like you said, for a few months now. Yeah. What do you find is different? Is the pressure different on the main roster than it was on NXT?
Absolutely. The thing with NXT is that, everyone knew who I was. Now coming into main roster SmackDown, I'm rubbing up elbows with the biggest of the stars. I'm rubbing elbows with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton and, LA Knight and those type of guys. So, it's really just establishing myself as a contender and, a credible, competitor on the main roster with all these studs.
Last question. If you are to win, anytime, any place, what championship do you have your eye on and why?
So I refuse to answer that question because it's something that, I don't want to get past the Money in the Bank match itself. You know what I mean? A lot of people are probably going to say, I'm going for this, I'm going for that. Well, let me handle Money in the Bank. You know what I mean? That hasn't happened yet. SmackDown hasn't happened yet. So I'd be a fool to kind of already go ahead and assume I'm going to win and where I'm going to go with that. So, let me get to that Money in the Bank, and then we'll talk about it.
I respect it. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I wish you the best of luck. We're definitely going for Mellow in the Bank.
Thank you so much, Mellow in the Bank.
Mellow. Thank you.